Hi, I'm Kevin and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do a review of the Cyansky HS5R rechargeable headlamp. Cyansky makes a number of different headlamps and flashlights. This headlamp is the medium-sized one. They have an HS3R, which is much smaller, and an HS7R, which is much larger. When this headlamp arrived, it was extremely well packaged. Let me show you what came with it. This is the box that the headlamp came in. Let's open it up and see what's inside. All kinds of stuff. USB-C connector and a mesh bag to hold all the pieces and parts. And this is the main headlamp itself. Looks pretty good. Easily removable. Let's see what's inside. A nice 3400 milliamp hour battery. And the headband looks pretty good. A couple of O-rings just in case you need to replace them inside the flashlight. And what's this? It's an S-clip designed to clip onto the flashlight in case you don't want to use it as a headlamp. Pretty sweet. And of course, the instruction manual. Everything you need to know. This headlamp boasts 1300 lumens on turbo mode, and it comes with a whopping 3400 milliamp hour lithium ion battery. I'll run through the different modes and functions in just a minute. I've done many flashlight reviews in the past, and I often get asked, hey Kevin, why should I fork over the money for one of those premium flashlights when I can get a much cheaper flashlight at any hardware store? And I think the answer is embedded in the question. It's a premium flashlight. It's super tough. It's made of aircraft aluminum. It's waterproof down to 2 meters. This flashlight is not going to let you down. It has a whopping size battery for a small package, and if you want a spotlight in the palm of your hand, you got it in this flashlight. And this is not an ultralight flashlight. I weighed this at 95 grams without the strap. So it's more of a medium weight flashlight, but most of what you're carrying, 54% of that weight, is battery. So you're carrying a lot of power. I weighed it with the strap. It came in at 135 grams. As I was testing this flashlight out, I realized Cyansky has really upgraded this flashlight in a couple of different ways. One of them is the battery. This flashlight, less than a year ago, came with a much smaller 2600 milliamp hour battery, so there's a 30% upgrade there. The battery is also really cool in that you can charge it outside of the flashlight. It's got its own USB-C port. Another recent upgrade that Cyansky has made to this headlamp is how it clips on and off of the headband. It comes on and off very easily, but it's also very secure. I can't pull this off with one hand. It's in place. I need two hands, and it comes off very, very easily from this stainless steel clip here. This is the upgrade. The previous version of this had a wire clip, and people complained about that. They found it was very difficult to use. And I think it's a very recent upgrade because the packaging on the box still shows the old wire clip. So if you don't want to use this flashlight as a headlamp, no problem. You can pull it off and it's still a nice little functional L-shaped flashlight. Cyansky also sends you this clip, this little S-clip, which you can clip onto the flashlight. And that's very, very handy for clipping on your clothing or other gear that you might have. And because it's an S-clip, you can clip it in either direction. The base of the flashlight is also magnetized, so you can suspend it upside down if you like to, or horizontally, as long as you have a metal surface nearby. I find this very handy. The HS5R charges with a USB-C connector that goes into this port right here. It charges rather quickly. In about 2 hours, you'll get a full charge. All the operations on the flashlight are with one button. You push that button once quickly, and it will give you a light indicator telling you how fully charged this flashlight is. If it's flashing red, you're between 0 and 25% charged. If it's solid red, you're between 25 and 50% charged. If it's flashing green, you're between 50 and 75. And if it's solid green, you're more than 75% charged. So now let me walk you through the various modes and functions of this headlamp. If I want to turn it on or off, I just hold it for half a second and it will turn off or back on again, and it will come back to the same mode and intensity it was in before, unless that was turbo mode. If it was in turbo, it'll come back on in high. Now I'm in white mode and I can go through four different intensities actually. This is low, medium, high, and turbo. We'll do this again in the dark. Now, if I want to get off turbo, I click it one more time and I'm back onto that low. If I want to get into the other mode, I simply hold and press that button longer. And I can't tell with the sunlight in my eyes, but this is the white light 3 lumen eco mode. The flashlight will run a very, very long time on this mode, and it will provide plenty of light for reading, that kind of thing. Now to cycle through this mode, I simply click again and I get flashing red, click quickly again and I get solid red, click again and I go back to that 3 lumen eco mode. So let's see what this headlamp looks like in the dark. Wow, it got dark really, really fast. I guess I can take these sunglasses off now. This is the eco mode, the 3 lumen eco mode. Perfect to read by. The battery will last a very long time on this mode, and I can actually get around in the dark with it. You don't see much unless it's angled like this. Let's go through these other modes. So this is the 3 lumen eco mode. Red flashing and solid red. This is the lowest setting on the white light mode. This is low, medium, high, and turbo. Pretty bright on turbo. Let's look at this in the other direction. This is low, medium, high, and turbo. Gotta love turbo. It throws an awful lot of light. It's like having a spotlight on my head. All right, let's look at this from the drone's perspective and you'll get a sense of the cone of light. You can barely see low, but this is medium. This is high. And this is turbo. Gives you a good idea of the cone of light that's being emitted. Turbo is very intense and actually fairly narrow. So from the other angle, this is low. That's medium. High. And turbo. All right, so what are my final thoughts on the Cyansky HS5R? Well, I really, really like this. I think it's great value. It's very price competitive with other premium flashlights, so I think that's fantastic. I also like the versatility. This is a headlamp and a flashlight. It's very, very simple to clip on or off. That's great. And I like the diversity of functions that this light has. I can have a spotlight in my palm if I want it. I can dial down and conserve that battery life, or I can switch it to red mode and save my night vision. I think that's fantastic. The one little criticism I have is that it doesn't function like many other flashlights. Holding it down for half a second to turn it on or off is a little bit counterintuitive. Most other flashlights, you just give them one click and they come on or off. So that took a little bit of getting used to, but it wasn't a big deal. And what I have learned with this light is if you don't like how it's behaving, just hold that button a little bit longer and you'll get the results you're looking for. So overall, a very, very positive review. I really like this, and I will be using this on my next camping trip. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you got something out of it. If you did, please hit like, share, and subscribe. As always, have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.